Hey, Blam here from SC2Strat.net, bringing you this TvC matchup between Fab Integral up here in the Terran base, teal, and Centum down here in the purple Zerg base. At the time this was recorded, Centum was a Masters player and Fab Integral was a Grandmasters player. I believe Fab normally played Zerg, and he was just kind of testing out his Terran here, which is remarkably strong for a player who normally plays Zerg. The point of this strategy cast was to really highlight some pretty epic ghost play by Fab Integral. Although there's probably 10 different strategy elements we could really highlight in this video because it's just such a good matchup. But what we really do want to point out is that, hey, ghosts aren't just strong against Protoss, right? They're incredibly strong against, Infestors, which is a common go-to unit for Zerg when they're facing a Terran opponent. And they just have so many other uses. They're the cloak. They can drop nukes. They can kind of get in and out of tough situations, attack ground and air. So some pretty good units, right, to use in a number of different matchups. And so while we'll try to point out other strategy elements as they occur in the match, that is the main purpose of this strat cast, is to really highlight that ghost play, right? So the Zerg opponent's opening here with a fast expansion. He does get his pool, so he can get some Zerglings out there early just to defend and maybe do a little harassment of his own. Whereas Fab's going with the 2 racks kind of Terran opener here too, and I believe he gets a fairly early expansion as well. So we're going to keep it at ×2 speed until some things really get going here. It's kind of a long match. Definitely check out SC2Strat.net and get the SC2 replay file. This was an observer matchup, and I believe there's some other games on here that are pretty good and worth watching as well. We're just going to showcase this first matchup on the file, but some just incredible Marine micro there. He's able to kind of push around, takes out some creep tumors there. And he's going to work on trying to take down this hatch. You can see him just click, 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 moving pretty fast there, right? We'll slow it down to normal speed for a little bit for you guys. So Centum's, hey, gonna get some spine crawlers here. See if he can do a little protection from the ledge up here. Meanwhile, Fab's continuing to pump some more Marines. So again, just some real careful micro here. I mean, both these players, excellent players. And this is quite the matchup, so get some spine crawlers out here for a little bit of D. These Marines are going to push in, just see what they can do anyway. Hey, you know what, if you're going to protect that expansion here, we're going to push up your main ramp, regardless of the consequences. These 2 Marines just kind of coming to their demise there. Fab floating out his expansion, getting his gas, dropping a bunker, and he's going to do a pretty nice wall out here with his barracks. Pull up the production tab here. Whoops. See a few more barracks go down there. Getting his bunker inside there for some protection. And kind of lining things up, pumping some SCVs down. He's got double gas up here. Again, he's going for some ghosts early on. Those are quite spendy in terms of gas. So okay. Pull the unit count here. You can see Fab actually exceeding in worker count, which is something the Zerg opponent doesn't ever really want to let happen, although he had some pretty good pressure down here. I do believe Centum's going to be pumping out quite a few more drones here, see if he can catch back up in the economy. Got a couple queens down there, 1 up here, 2 up here actually. And keeping the creep thick. So you can see Fab getting his reactors or tech labs down here, so he can start that ghost production. Backing off the aggression there a little bit. Got some Marines bunkered up here and a few more out here, right? Same with Centum, he's playing it fairly defensively right now. Getting his layer, getting things up to snuff here. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. So the Ghost Academy is down. Getting the personal cloaking research there. I believe he's going to start training Ghosts there. And he's going to complete his wall in down here with the supply depot, right? So he's got the Ghost. She's got 4 or 5 Ghosts there. And bring him down there and just kind of do some early punishment, some early harassment there. Lots of lings, good micro, backing off. Queen's getting some kills in there. Pretty evenly matched there. Only 5 lings when it was all said and done. Push those lings out, but they run on to a couple more Ghosts there. So let's see, Fab's got 4 barracks with tech labs on them, 5 barracks total. Cranking out the rings. He's got the cloak now. Sentum doesn't have any detection just yet. Getting his overseer right there. I think these Ghosts are waiting for some buddies to join him, maybe. Meanwhile, it looks like Sentum pushed down here to the gold, securing that expansion, mining away. You can see, you know, Fab's still up in SCV count. He's really got some thick saturation down here, just constantly pumping those workers. And actually, 1, 2, 3 more command centers go down. He actually leaves these 2 command centers here, which is kind of genius. So they enables them just to have a ton of mules. Fortunately, there's a Ling Scout there that sees this this expansion as it goes down. Drops it, pumps those out. And just mule capacity from these additional OCs that he keeps in his base there. Just really help him just stay way ahead in the economy. So Sentum doesn't like it. He's going to push out some lings down here, see what he can do, dropping those mules. Meanwhile, continuing to mass the Marines and the Ghosts over here, right? We'll maybe slow it back down to normal speed here just for a little bit. I do want to try to squeeze this all into a single YouTube upload, so I'll be fast forwarding as it goes. Drops a scan there, allows him to kill some of those creep tuners. Infestors are out, as expected. EMP goes down, just shuts those Infestors down right away. There, just another EMP round, killing it. Lings are working down here, but he does get the P for it to kind of fend that off. Some spine crawlers doing some justice there. More EMP rounds, making those Infestors just useless. And that's, again, the point of the matchup here, right? I mean, a lot of people go Ghost when they're Terran facing a Protoss opponent, but they're just so dynamic. Particularly when facing Infestors against Zerg, which is the kind of common go-to unit these days. Used to be Banalines. A lot of people, you know, wanted to mass against Terran opponents, but with the patch, well, with a couple patches ago, the Infestors just got a lot tougher, and you're going to see them a lot more commonly using their fungal growth and neural paraspite on those larger Terran units like Thors and things like that. So just continuing the heavy production here. Pumping out some Hellions here, you can see there. He gets the blue flame a little bit later on, and he's going to bump these SCVs down. Unfortunately, those SCVs are scouted by those Lings. He's going to pick off a few. Some nice micro there. Hey, I'm going to throw you 1 SCV for you to kind of mess with while I try to save the rest. Get them here to P fort so they're a little safer. And he's pushing out more Ghosts, more Marines there. To help himself secure this expansion over here. Keep it a little more secure, I should say. Meanwhile, Infestors pushing out, Lings pushing out. Good map control by both opponents. Another expansion going down here. These guys are going to push in here, see what they can do. Getting that cloak. He knows he doesn't have any overseers in the area. And again, just that Ghost play that we really want to highlight here. These Ghosts are just able to keep picking them off. Throws the scan down so we can get these Infestors. And then just Ghosts just going to work there, right? He does get a couple nukes in this game, but really he's using their EMP against the Infestors, using their cloak just to press that harassment. And, you know, just do what he can. The other big thing we should point out here is just the economy, right? I mean, 72 SCVs, that's just crazy, to the 42 drones on the Zerg base over there. Just really, let's check out the income tab here. I mean, you can just see he's well ahead in income there. Let's see the overall resources. I mean, he's almost 3 to 1. What else can we check out here? So, another command center going down. That's his, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th command center. Again, these two back here just really used for scans for those infestors, right? And for the mule production.